The entire film industry came to a standstill when the names Sam Heughan and Caitriona Balfe appeared on the leaked 2026 Oscar winners list, because absolutely no one, not even the wildest predictors, had seen this coming. Hollywood woke up to pure pandemonium when an internal Academy document surfaced online at dawn, revealing a list that obliterated every forecast and sent shockwaves through every newsroom. Sam Heughan and Caitriona Balfe had somehow landed on the 2026 Oscar winners list. Within minutes, social media detonated. Reporters shrieked into group chats, critics lost their composure, and even the most seasoned award analysts stared blankly at their screens as if witnessing the biggest upset in modern Oscar history. How did two actors, overlooked year after year, suddenly outshine Hollywood's most dominant names, and in categories no one even knew they were contenders for? The leak felt impossible, like a glitch in the universe, a cosmic error, or the opening act of a scandal the Academy would never outrun. Fans erupted instantly, convinced this was long-awaited justice after a decade of watching their talent dismissed and underestimated. Meanwhile, whispers spread that the real story wasn't just the win, but the secret films Sam and Caitriona had allegedly shot in total silence. A project so concealed that even industry veterans had never heard a breath of it. As the news ricocheted across continents in seconds, studios scrambled, critics spiraled, and reporters dug frantically for clues about the film no one knew existed. But the most staggering reaction came from Sam and Caitriona themselves, who reportedly had no idea their lives were about to be rewritten until the leaked document thundered across the internet. And as Hollywood staggered under the weight of the revelation, one question echoed louder than all the rest: was this the greatest Oscar upset of all time, or the beginning of a truth that would reshape their careers forever? Nobody, not even obsessive awards analysts or the most devoted Outlander fans, could have predicted what happened the morning the Academy accidentally leaked its top-secret preliminary winners list for the 2026 Oscars. In a moment that felt like the entertainment world had tilted off its axis, two names appeared where they were never expected: Sam Heughan, Caitriona Balfe. This wasn't rumor or speculation. It wasn't a fan-made hoax or a doctored screenshot. It was an official document, time-stamped, watermarked, and uploaded, briefly, to the Academy's private press portal before it vanished minutes later. But it was too late. The internet had already captured everything. Screenshots spread like wildfire, headlines exploded across every platform, and disbelief mutated into hysteria as people questioned whether this was an error, a hack, or the boldest Oscar twist in decades. Sam and Caitriona, long regarded as television actors rather than serious film contenders, were suddenly listed as winners for Best Actor and Best Actress. But the next category left the world reeling: Best Picture. And there, beneath the title no one even knew they had completed together, their names surfaced once more. It felt surreal, impossible, like Hollywood had slipped into a parallel universe where two overlooked performers were suddenly standing on its highest pedestal. Trade outlets scrambled to verify the leak. Industry insiders flooded Academy phone lines. Fans screamed into social media voids, desperate to understand how the duo had secretly filmed a movie powerful enough to sweep the Oscars without a single hint reaching the public. But perhaps the most jaw-dropping moment came from Sam and Caitriona themselves. According to studio insiders, neither had been notified. They learned through the leak, just like everyone else. Sam was reportedly asleep in London when his phone erupted with dozens of urgent messages. He assumed something terrible had happened until he saw the avalanche of missed calls. When he finally opened the screenshots, his face reportedly drained of color. Caitriona was in Ireland, mid-breakfast with her family, when her sister shrieked across the table after seeing the list on X. Caitriona froze, coffee halfway to her lips, her expression shifting between disbelief, fear, and something deeper, an emotion 10 years in the making. But what truly set the internet on fire was the moment the two reportedly called each other within minutes of the leak. The claim didn't come from paparazzi or tabloids, but from a crew member on their most recent project. According to the witness, when the call connected it felt like two worlds colliding. Sam, stunned and breathless, could barely speak. Caitriona, overwhelmed, broke into tears, happy, shaken, cathartic tears carrying a decade of unspoken history. She allegedly whispered, "Sam, can you believe this?" And Sam, with a trembling laugh, replied, I don't know what's happening. But whatever it is, we did it together. Those 5 words detonated across the internet. We did it together. Fans spiraled into emotional chaos, flooding timelines with edits, tributes, and theories celebrating a journey from overlooked television stars to Oscar-level performers. After years of insisting that Sam and Caitriona were far more talented than Hollywood allowed them to be, fans finally felt vindicated. But the mystery deepened. What film was this? The leaked list referenced a title no one recognized, The Last Lament. No posters, no trailers, no promotional breadcrumbs, nothing. It was as if the film had appeared out of thin air. Production insiders soon confirmed that the movie had been shot in absolute secrecy in early 2025 under a false working title, hidden deliberately from the press. The film, reportedly a devastating romantic drama about 2 estranged lovers forced together by tragedy, demanded raw emotional depths from both actors, depths so intense the director often struggled to call cut. Suddenly, the secrecy made sense. The studio wanted the performances to speak without noise, hype, or expectation. But the leak unleashed a storm too massive to contain. Critics scoured the internet for clues. Distributors launched immediate bidding wars. Streaming giants reportedly began offering staggering figures for exclusive rights, even without screenings. And then the Academy issued a statement that set the world on fire. An internal error has occurred involving private documents. At this time, the Academy cannot confirm or deny the accuracy of the information circulating. Cannot confirm or deny, the 5 words that launched 1,000 conspiracy theories. Some claimed the leak was real. Others insisted it was an elaborate marketing stunt. Some said the Academy would never crown actors from a time travel romance. Others argued The Last Lament might be too extraordinary to ignore. Regardless, one truth was undeniable. The world was suddenly watching Sam and Caitriona closer than ever. Analysts released emergency commentaries. One critic wrote, "If true, this is the greatest career resurgence in modern Oscar history." Another tweeted, "Sam Heughan going from 7 seasons of award snubs to Best Actor. That's a redemption arc for the ages." Fans joked that Outlander had finally succeeded where Hollywood had failed, delivering the ultimate vindication in the form of a secret masterpiece. But underneath the excitement, something more intimate stirred between the 2 stars. Sources claimed The Last Lament had reopened emotional terrain they had avoided for years, terrain that mirrored their own unspoken bond. The leak forced them to confront it. When paparazzi photographed them meeting hours later, sitting close in a quiet cafe, discussing the chaos with lowered voices and raw expressions, the internet caught fire all over again. Sam's hand resting on her shoulder. Caitriona's eyes glossy with emotion. The photo went viral in minutes. Fans captioned it, "They deserve this more than anyone." 10 years of chemistry finally recognized. They didn't just win awards, they won justice. And then came the leaked voice note, allegedly from Sam to Caitriona, shared anonymously. His voice cracked as he whispered, "Kate, if this is real, if this is actually happening, then we did something extraordinary. And I couldn't have done any of it without you." Another report claimed Caitriona replied privately, "Whatever happens next, we face it the way we always have. Side by side." A decade-long partnership, marked by distance, devotion, scrutiny, and unspoken emotion, was suddenly thrust into the brightest spotlight on Earth. Neither had issued a public statement. Hollywood held its breath. The Academy vanished into silence. And the Oscars found themselves at the center of the most emotional, bewildering, career-altering leak the industry had ever seen. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to my channel. Your support is my biggest motivation to keep creating even more exciting and engaging videos for you. Hit the notification bell so you never miss an update. There's always something new and thrilling on the way.